Open your bank statement and count the AI subscriptions. ChatGPT $20. Cursor 20. Perplexity 20. Midjourney 30. Runway 28. ElevenLabs 22. Suno 10. HeyGen 29. That's $179 a month, over $2,100 a year. And you're not unusual. The average American AI subscriber already pays $66 a month, and a quarter of them pay over $100. Here's the bad news. The Boston Globe says price increases are coming across the board. 2 days ago, TechCrunch called it a price war. So I fact-checked the free open source replacement for every single line on that bill. 9 subscriptions. The meter starts at $179. And at the end, the honest part, nobody else gives you. The 3 I'd still pay for. Let's take this bill to zero. First, ChatGPT Plus. $20. The replacement is 2 pieces. The interface is OpenWebUI. 141,000 GitHub stars, and it does more than ChatGPT's own app. Full offline mode, voice calls, image generation, web search, and document chat with 9 vector databases to choose from. The brain is where 2026 changed everything. Google switched Gemma to a true Apache license this generation. And Gemma 412B runs on a 16GB laptop. No GPU tower. Prefer something stronger? Qwen 3.627B is the local favorite. 5 million downloads. Pipe it through Ollama point, open WebUI at it, done. The honest part, a local 12B model is not frontier level GPT. For drafting, summarizing, coding help, and private documents, you will not feel it. For the hardest reasoning, you will. Minus 20, the bill is $159. Next, Cursor, $20 a month. The replacement is Klein. Apache licensed, 63,000 stars, and it shipped a new release the day I recorded this. It's a full coding agent in VS Code or JetBrains. Plan and act modes, every edit needs your approval. Checkpoints to undo anything, and it runs your terminal and fixes its own compile errors. The catch with every free coding agent is the model behind it. 3 honest routes. 1. OpenRouter's free tier. Qwen 3 Coder, a 480B model. Free at 20 requests a minute. 2. Fully local through Ollama if you have the hardware. 3. And write this down. Google's Gemini CLI free tier. The one every tutorial recommends shuts down June 18th. And Qwen Code's free tier already died in April. Free endpoints rot. Local models don't. Minus 20. $139. Perplexity Pro. $20. Here's a fact almost nobody has caught up with. The famous open source Perplexity clone, Perplexica, doesn't exist anymore. It renamed itself to Vane in March. Same project. 35,000 stars, MIT licensed. It runs on SeerXNG, the self-hosted meta search engine. So no search company sees your queries. 3 modes: speed, balanced, quality. It searches the web, discussions and academic papers, handles image and video search, and the April update added its own deep research mode. Point it at a local model through Ollama, and the whole pipeline is private, end to end. The honest part, it's largely one maintainer, and the answers are only as sharp as the model you feed it. Minus 20, $119. Now a bonus skill. One that was never even on our bill. OpenAI sells a $100 tier whose headline feature is 50 deep research sessions a month. The open source version is GPT Researcher, 27,000 stars, Apache licensed. A planner agent writes the research questions. Execution agents fan out and gather. A publisher compiles a 2,000-word report from over 20 sources. And here's the math that should make you angry. A deep research run costs about 40 cents in API credit and takes 5 minutes. 50 runs, the exact monthly quota OpenAI sells for $100, costs about $20 of API credit. Same job, 80% margin. The honest part, it needs your own API keys, so it's pennies per run, not zero. And a hosted frontier agent will still out-research it on the gnarliest questions. Midjourney, $30 a month for the standard plan. The runner is ComfyUI, 116,000 stars, the default engine of open image generation. The model is the part most videos get wrong. So here's the license truth. FLUX 2 Dev is the open quality king, but its weights are non-commercial, although its outputs are explicitly free to sell. The clean pick is FLUX 2 Cline 4B True Apache license, 13 gigabytes of VRAM, an RTX 4 070 class card. Runs it. And if you need perfect text inside images, posters, thumbnails, UI mockups, Qwen Image beats everything open and runs quantized on 8 to 12 gigabytes. The honest ladder, 8 gigs, gets you SDXL and Qwen quantized. 12 to 16 runs, Klein comfortably. 24 runs, full flux dev, minus 30. $89. Runway, 28 a month on the annual plan. Two open models split this job. One, 2.2, Apache licensed, 16,000 stars, has a 5B version that does 720p video on one consumer card. And LTX2 from Lightrix is the one nobody's caught up with. It generates video and synchronized audio in a single pass, the only open model that does, up to 4K, clips up to 20 seconds. Now, two honest warnings. First, on a 12 to 24 gig card, you're making 5 to 10 second clips, and each one takes minutes. Competitive with Runway for social clips, not Sora level cinema. Second, a trust check. Those articles claiming Vane 2.7 just went open source. SEO content farms. Alibaba never open sourced anything past 2.2. The GitHub issues are full of people calling them out. Verify before you download. Minus 28, 61. ElevenLabs, $22 a month for 100,000 characters. The replacement is Chatterbox. From Resemble AI, MIT licensed, 25,000 stars, updated yesterday. In published blind tests, listeners preferred Chatterbox Turbo over ElevenLabs, 65% to 25%. It clones a voice from 5 to 10 seconds of audio. It has an emotion dial. It speaks laugh and cough tags natively. And the turbo model is tiny. 350 million parameters, 75 millisecond latency, runs on a 6 gigabyte GPU. It even watermarks its own output. The honest part, Turbo, the blind test champion, is English only. The multilingual version covers 23 languages, but isn't the one that beat ElevenLabs. And long audiobooks need chunking, minus 22, $39. Suno, $10 a month. The replacement is ACE Step 1.5. MIT licensed, 11,000 stars. The speed is absurd. A full song in under 10 seconds on an RTX 3090. And the turbo variant runs in 6 gigabytes of VRAM. 10-second jingles to 10-minute tracks. 50 languages. And it runs on Mac, AMD, and Intel. Not just NVIDIA. There's even a Spotify-style local UI built by the community, and you can fine-tune it on your own songs in about an hour. Now, the honesty and credit to the developers, it's their own words. They rate the quality between Suno 4.5 and Suno 5, one generation behind the paid model. For background tracks, demos, and content music. More than enough. For release grade vocals, not yet. Minus 10, $29. Last line on the bill, HeyGen, $29 a month, and the creator plan caps you at about 10 minutes of avatar video. The open answer is InfiniteTalk, Apache, licensed, updated 3 weeks ago. One photo plus one audio file becomes a talking video of unlimited length. It syncs the lips, the head, and the body motion, not just the mouth. Pair it with Chatterbox from earlier, and your cloned voice does the talking. That's the stack starting to compound. The honest part, and I'm not going to dress it up, this is the weakest swap on the list. It's a research grade pipeline, not a product. You'll want 16 to 24 gigs of VRAM. It takes minutes per clip, and it tops out at 720p. It works. But HeyGen's polish is real. Minus 29. The meter reads 0. 179 a month to 0. $2,100 a year. Now the two honest pages. First, hardware. 3 lanes. A 16 gig laptop runs the chat, search, and music lane today. A 24 gig GPU, a used RTX 3090 is around $700 to $800 once, runs everything in this video. No GPU at all? The free cloud tiers work, but you saw what happens. They rot. Second, the three I'd still pay for. 1. Claude. Agentic coding at the frontier has no open equal yet, and it powers my actual work. 2. And this is the math nobody admits. If you don't own a GPU, a $10 flat rate coding plan is often cheaper than burning API tokens through a free agent. Flat rates are subsidized, tokens aren't. 3. Suno. If music is the product you sell, one generation of quality is audible. Everything else on that bill? Genuinely replaceable today. 9 subscriptions, fact-checked, replaced. I've put the whole thing into one free guide, the $0 AI stack. Every repo link, which hardware lane it needs, the license watch list for anything you plan to sell, and the keep paying verdicts. Comment the word zero stack, and I'll send it straight to you. If you want the deep dive on the repos behind this, the 2-part GitHub series is on screen now. Deep dives live here on YouTube, so subscribe. And the bite-sized drops are on Instagram at HyperAutomationLabs. Now go read your bank statement. Something on it is free now.